If you work in HR and you feel like executives aren't listening to you, it's usually not because you're wrong, it's because you're speaking people and they're speaking numbers and metrics. That's why ENPS matters. This is the cleanest way to translate employee emotions and energy levels into numbers that a revenue-driven CEO will actually understand and respect. ENPS stands for Employee Net Promoter Score, and it's one simple question that you send quarterly. How likely are you to recommend our company as a great place to work? Is the question amazing? No, but that's another video. The question never changes on purpose. It's like a control in an experiment. You're tracking a trend over time. Is morale strengthening, holding steady, or quietly falling apart? My cat sneezed. If you're worried employees will ask why you're asking the same question over and over again, you just tell them up front why you're sending the survey. Own it up front. You say, I know it's repetitive. I didn't forget what you said last time, but that's the point. I'm measuring progress over time. I'm using it as a benchmark, and your response gives me proof that I can take to the leadership team when something needs to change, something that we might not be seeing in your day-to-day. So it only benefits you to take the survey. Don't ever just tell employees to take a survey. They don't like that. But because most organizations are disengaged and also struggling to hit their revenue and growth targets, because that's related. When the score starts dipping, you have an in to walk into the revenue meetings and say, hey, this is a revenue signal. If we keep pushing like this, we're going to burn out the people driving the revenue, and the bottom line's gonna feel it next. It's your revenue drivers telling you something's not right. And the current pace or the lack of clarity or the way the work's getting done, there could be a lot of issues there. A lot. This is your metric to tell you something's not right. Now, it's not gonna tell you what is wrong, because there are two other survey formats that help you diagnose the why and what's causing the dip in morale, and it's engagement surveys and pulse surveys. But I'll cover those in another video. For now, just know that you need to be sending a mix of all three of the formats. We're gonna make sure you feel comfortable to hit send and know why you're sending it, what your goal is, and what questions to ask. But ENPS is your early warning system. It tells you when to hit the brakes and reassess before the bottom line forces everyone to. And it will. You know, I know. So make sure you're sending ENPS. Really quick, if a CEO tells you you can't send surveys, then you can't do your job. I have a script to help you with that, because an HR leader who can't talk to the revenue drivers can't properly enable their best work. And that's quite honestly insane. You're going to get blamed for the business not growing, you're going to get stuck in reactive HR, and eventually you very likely might get fired for something that was really just an executive trauma response to not wanting to know what's going on. You need to tell employees what's in it for them to take surveys, and you also need to tell executives what's in it for them for you to be able to send surveys. If you need help, send me a message. I have scripts for both. You can't do your job without sending surveys. Don't do it. It's a trap.